Hi, welcome to the next channel. So quite often I do get mails from viewers what kind of a system or laptop I can buy to work in systems and especially to build kernel and stuff. I shot in the past a video episode on the same. Perhaps I can link below this video episode. Besides that, I also mention both my students and as well if anyone sends me a mail or communicate in WhatsApp that you need to make sure that you maintain your laptop or your PC well. In fact, recently I have even vacuumed my PC. The huge headache with that is it takes quite a lot of time, especially my PC is huge. It is a Cooler Master huge case PC. Perhaps I can attach some of the screenshots or pictures of my PC below so that you can have a look. The problem with that is after every month or so, after every 2 months, it gets quite hot, and since I have an all-in-out cooler, it's a liquid cooled system. So what happens is it kind of the lint and dust and everything what it collects, it blocks the radiator passage, so it gets kind of warm, and if I do any aggressive system compilation or something, it gets quite hot, and it slows down the overall compile time. So it takes a long time to compile and it's a huge burden. So what I thought is I get myself a small compact vacuum cleaner like this. See, this is not a any review of a vacuum cleaner. I just want to show in case if you have any huge vacuum cleaner, you can do yourself a thing that you can buy a little compact one like this. With this, the advantage is it is quite lightweight, and you can even carry on your shoulder. This one is not meant for car vacuum cleaner. This has a regular 220 volt power plug, so this can be used only in indoors. But if your car is parked inside a garage or something like that, of course you can still use this and clean your car as well. But besides, mainly I need this to clean near my desk, which is quite it gets dirty quite soon. Every week I clean, but there are some areas which I can't reach. I may clean it once in every 2 to 3 months. So again, I need something which is quite compact. I don't want to take my huge vacuum cleaner because it does the job well, but it's not portable nor it is useful to clean the PC once in a while, at least a frequency of every 3 to 4 weeks once, so which is around a monthly basis. Okay, so this is a Black+Decker one. I found Amazon various other models. There is also a older version of this one, which is VH801. I recommend if you are buying, just make sure it both looks almost the same. This is the newer one, VH802. The old one is 801. You can have a look and then you can buy whichever it suits you. Okay, so this is the newer version. There are other brands, of course. In Black+Decker there are other ones with lithium ion and battery backup, which is completely portable, which is completely wireless, but it's around at the range of I think $150, which is around 7K or something like that, 6.5, 7 or 8K. So it is at the range of around $100 or something. So this one is around 2,500 Indian rupees, which is hardly less than $50. So it is ideal for this type of a use case. I can keep it somewhere nearby and I can do on a regular basis. So let me just do a quick unboxing. You can see this is the box it came. So it looks fairly compact and not so heavy. Okay, so I just got it delivered. I ordered in Amazon. Since now that they have relaxed the lockdown rules, I can just order some items which are long pending in Amazon. Okay, this is one among them, but this came with all this accessories. I may attach Amazon link in case if you are interested. See, there are some mixed reviews in Amazon. I'm not sure. I know there are people who may get confused about its use case. They may expect this to do a job of a huge vacuum cleaner, versus some who are fine, they know that this is not meant for something like that. So you have to keep your expectations low. So I kept my expectations low, and I found this myself. As you can see here, they have given various accessories. Perhaps this is to clean carpet or something, which is again handy because I may occasionally use this for other household purposes. So this thing has instead of a nylon brush, this thing have some sort of a silicone bristles. Okay, let me try focusing the camera so that you can have a look. Yeah, you can see here it has some kind of silicone bristles. So this does not have any nylon bristles which you often find. Okay, I need to see the manual later what it can be used for. Okay, so this is one. This is some kind of a, maybe it is meant for upholstery or car upholstery or sofas at home and stuff. Yeah, they have given some extension tubes, as you can see here, which is fine. So a couple of extension tubes. I keep this away. Apart from that, they had given this type of a brush stuff which you can rotate it like this 90 degrees and perhaps you can clean. I feel this is quite useful to clean any laptop keyboard or something. Okay, something like that. See, I have this keyboard. What I can do, perhaps I can use this brush and clean this keyboard. Again, another pain in the ass is cleaning this keyboard. I do clean occasionally with some isopropyl alcohol because I do often use it, collects some amount of dirt and grease. Okay, so I can clean with this and then I can wipe it with alcohol or wet cloth. Okay, so again, this is useful for me. So let us see what else it contains. So it has this type of a nozzle like stuff. I'm not sure what it is meant for, and it has a small hole over here. So I need to read the manual, that is fine. I may later have a look. So other than that, this is quite handy. This is what exactly I'm looking for. This is a flexible hose extension. See, unlike the other one, this is flexible. So you can see there, this one is rigid, which is useful at certain occasions. This is the reach you need to clean, something like cobwebs and stuff, versus this is handy because you can keep the vacuum cleaner at some place and then, or you can use the shoulder strap and then you can clean the dirt using this, especially cleaning a PC or laptop. Okay. So yeah, they have provided some user manual, which is fine. I can have a look. There is this shoulder strap, you can see there, which you can attach it as and when it is needed. You can remove and attach it using this carabiner clips, you can see there. So which is fine. So the only thing left is the main unit. Like I said, this is not meant for car, inside a car with the car 12 volt, output. So you need to use this regular AC outlet for this. So this is the one. The rated wattage is around 800 watts, and yeah, that's about it when it comes to specs. Okay. So this is the unit. This should be around some couple of kilos. So I feel somewhere around 1.5 to 2 kilos. So one of the interesting aspect of this type of compact cleaners it is almost like a bagless, which is quite easy, as you can see. Perhaps you can remove this filter unit and then you can dump this debris out. So you can put it back somewhat like this. Yes, somewhat like this. Yeah, and it has a small valve like stuff. See this, it prevents any dirt and debris goes inside, doesn't come out through the same hole. And most importantly, again, why I like these type of compact vacuum cleaners is you never need any attachment. You can just clean it as it is most of the times. Okay, so again, they have provided another filter so that no dust can go inside the motor. And quite interestingly, even if this unit is small, even though it has it's a small unit, it has also this type of blower at its back. So my routine when I clean, I'm not sure whether you can attach any accessory over here. It is just looking like a filter, but with my large vacuum cleaner, what I do is first I try to suck loose particles when I clean. How I can put this? Yeah, somewhat like this it goes. Yeah, with my large vacuum cleaner, my routine is first I do suction, so I clean everything which is loosely held, and then I use this blower function. Especially when I'm cleaning any PC or laptop, I may insert something so that the fans don't rotate. So make sure you clean any SMPS or anything in a PC or laptop, insert something like this. You can use a cable tie or something so that it is thin strip of plastic. You can insert it and then use the blower function so that the fan, the cooler fan over inside the laptop doesn't spin at high RPM. So if it spins, of course it is going to generate a lot of current and electricity, and it may damage any circuit if there is no enough protection is added. If there is any diode or something they have added, of course it is going to cut that incoming voltage in a reverse direction from the motor to the circuit board. Okay, if they have not added, it may damage it. So yeah, this is the unit. It looks compact and nice, just the way I was expecting. Yeah, it's the weight of almost an iron box. Okay, a steam iron box, high-end steam iron box. Okay. So let me put this back. Hope it goes like this. Yes. So that's it, and there is a small button if you want to release this. Perhaps I think you can press this and you can release it. So that's it. I think now we can just quickly power it on and we can test it. I'm not sure whether it is secure or not, since it is. Yeah, I think it is good to go. Yeah, it is not so much of a tight fit. It kind of fits, but it is all. That's all. So there is an on and off switch. There is nothing like press button stuff. So which is either you turn it on and then you leave, or else you need to turn off. You can see there is this small hole over here. I think here you can connect this strap, whatever they provided. Hopefully like this. Yeah, like this you can connect. The other one somewhat it goes like this. See, it may look awkward, but they need to find a balancing point so that it is not at a weird direction once you shoulder strap this. Okay, so this is what. So let me take it out, and what I can do is I can just power this and we can quickly test how it works. Okay. So the cable is quite long enough. What I liked again about this is it's quite long cable. I believe it should be around, I need to see the documentation. It should be around perhaps 1 to, I think 4 to 5 meters around. Yeah, it feels quite powerful. Which is good. I once tried kind of handy Eureka Fox one, but it is not so good as this. It is built really well. I have, like you must have seen, I have the servers and various stuff over there. Especially there, it's again pain in the ass to clean this type of servers, because each one has around 10 drives, and lot of dust go inside and gets accumulated, and you can't simply just dismantle this quite often, unlike a regular PC. So let me try how it. I feel it is more than adequate for my needs. It has a good suction power, but if I compare this with my big vacuum cleaner, let me just put my hand across and feel that suction power. Yeah, it is not so good as that, but it is exactly perfect for a job like this. See, I can show something quite close up. Let me try something like this. Let me pull this laptop. It has quite a lot of dirt on its surface again. Yeah, see, this is it is always kept in this open position, so it has some accumulation of dirt. So let me try. Yeah, it is good. It is really good. I can see that entirely it is able to clean it, and of course you need to give a wipe with a wet cloth once this is done, because any oil or grease or something like that, it will be much better if you wipe with a cloth. Okay, so having said, I can do something off camera. I can little clean over here near behind my switch and also this power supply and servers, and I can show you how much dirt it collects. Okay, so let me just quickly do random places and see how much it gets accumulated. Okay, of course you can't see close up in a camera, but you should get a sense that. Okay, yeah, I can see there's a dust and a lint build up over here, and when you turn it on, you can see this flap, it opens up because as the air moves inside, see. Yeah. So it acts like a valve. Once it is over, it tries to come back to the position. So there are some hard to reach areas over there. Perhaps I can use this extension hose where I can just connect this extension hose and I can try cleaning it once again. Yes. So yeah, it is nice. As you can see, you can use this. Let me just quickly do a clean. I managed to clean, and this flexible hose is really handy. It is not so thick like my other vacuum cleaner again, and it is also not so long and heavy unlike that one. This is quite really comfortable. You can see there I was just cleaning in the back, and I was able to scoop out some of this cut loose cable ties over here, and besides the filter have accumulated some amount of dirt. Since it is not so much any loose particles are there, I am not able to find anything accumulated over here, but over the time as you use, you should find, and occasionally perhaps you need to just open this and remove this filter carefully, and you may need to dump it in a trash can. Yeah, I think we can just remove, like, yeah, you can see there there's quite a lot of dirt accumulated on this filter. So let me put this back and show a very quick final demo so that you know the main purpose of something like this, especially when you have a lot of systems like me or some type of home lab setup. So as you can see, this is my main build system. I'm just put a small cover. You can see there. What I can do is I can remove its cover using this thumb screws. So the system is on, but still I can show a bit of a sense of its scale. Yeah, you can slide open this lid, and then you can pop open, and then you can have a look. See, like I said, it is a CPU which is cooled by this all-in-one cooler, and it's a liquid cooled. You can see there it has this double 120 mm radiator. Hope it is in focus. Yeah. So as you can see there, and I have attached this extra fan, and there is also a fan below that, and from the front it somewhat looks like this. So unlike a regular CPU configuration, here the motherboard is laid flat, and this gives an opportunity to use more like a lab-like setup for conducting any experiments. I can use a vacuum cleaner, a compact vacuum cleaner like this, and then I can suck the dirt. Okay, so now you can understand. So each time once I start using the system, the dust exactly collects, behind this fan, okay, which you can see there behind this radiator fan. It collects, and then it kind of prohibits fresh air coming out of this grill. So you need to clean often if you want the system running at optimal temperature. This is my old vacuum cleaner. This is more than 10 years old, but it still works fine, and it can do that heavy duty job like I mentioned, but the problem is it is not portable and it is quite heavy, and you can't use it for occasional cleaning because it is so massive and bulk. But it is very powerful, way more powerful than the one which I got. So hope you enjoyed this quick unboxing and review. This is not meant for in-depth review of a product, but I would like to mention anyone who are my students or followers or viewers who are especially working on systems and want to maintain their system which can perform under a load in an atmosphere or conditions like home. We are not talking something which is in a data center cooled all the time and maintained by an admin or something. We are just talking about a simple home lab. It can be a bunch of laptops or anything, but if you are doing frequent kernel build or something, you need to maintain your system. That's the most important thing. Rest it can be done, but if you don't maintain the system, especially if you compile frequently on a laptop, there are high chances that it can overheat the CPU and it can damage the laptop over the course of time. It may be just within 6 months or in a 1 year of time. Let's take every day you build at least one time an entire Linux kernel. Okay, so make sure you maintain the system. At the same time, you have some type of gear like this handy, so that occasionally you clean it, check the temperatures of your working system frequently. You can do in Linux with this command called sensors. I once long back shot a video episode, and not only the CPU to worry about, you need to also think about the temperature of your hard drives also, including SSDs and stuff. If it gets overheated, again it's a risk, you may damage your drives. Okay, so you can use a command called sensors. You can see there it shows the motherboard temperature and the processor temperature. You can see there currently it is just around ambient room temperature because it is a liquid cooled system. But if you have any traditional air cooled CPU cooler, then it may be around 50 to 60 degrees Celsius without any load as well. Okay, and to check hard drive temperature, you can use the smartctl command, sudo smartctl dev HTA or STA, and you can provide an option like -x, and it is going to dump everything on the screen, and you can just do a grep of temperature, and you should get the current drive temperature. See, you can see there it is 40 degrees Celsius, which is fair enough, but the moment it crosses 45 or nearby 50, then you need to make sure that it doesn't overheat. Again, it can be a dust fallen on these drives. You need to clean often with a vacuum cleaner, or it may be just there is inadequate cooling happening. If it is a PC, perhaps you can mount any fan nearby. I have actually a fan near to the hard drive. It pulls that air out and it vents it out behind that PC. But if you have any laptop, perhaps you can use any active cooling pad like this, so that this fan can blow some air to that underneath of your laptop, and overall it can cool your whole laptop including the hard drive beneath. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you have anything to discuss, be in touch via mail. Thanks a lot for joining me. Stay tuned. Have a nice day. Bye bye.